Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the J22 Report. I'm your host, Johnnie Market. You all know that drill. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't. Just disclaimer, nothing should be construed as financial investment advice. You can read more below. Oh, yeah, and also comment below and share this if you like it. A lot of people have shares, and that's how they get the most traction. I was watching Carnivore Trades, and that's what he said, so. Anyway, let's get into today's stuff. What a move. The market just keeps tanking. The funny thing is, I remember the bulls from 2023 and 2024 constantly ridiculed and belittled and berated the bears about how dumb they are, how they're always wrong. Well, who's laughing now? Uh, so let's get into today's. The economic data was actually solid today. Look at the PPI, that's zero. And I think the reason why it's zero and the core is -1, I think the reason why is people aren't spending money. So I think the market looked at this and it was like, wow, people are going, this is a lack of demand. Initial jobless claims, that was 220K. It's less. Continuing, 1870. It's less. So 4 week average was more, but I would view that as actually like solid. Tomorrow we have the Michigan consumer sentiment, which is big, and Monday we have the retail sales. I really want to see what the retail sales are. But let's go before we do market or gold commentary. Things I've been noticing, and I think this is really hitting sentiment. This was U.S. layoffs are surging at a recessionary pace, which are big. So some people I think have severance. I think the whole quits being up, I think they were disguised layoffs. It was one of those, resigned or fired. If you've been in the real world, you know what I mean. Uh, see, is there anything really? I just knew. Oh, look at this. January jobs numbers were revised down by 18,000. So those were revised down. So I didn't know that. So the jobs number is even worse than I thought. But here's a couple of things. Dollar General warns its customers face worsening financial situation. So yeah. So I mean that's the one thing about a lot of these big multi-conglomerate. They are honest on their conference calls because they mislead investors. There are crimes they have to pay. So yeah, the customers. It's not just, but we're living in trickle up poverty because Costco is doing poorly now. As I said, everyone thought it was just the wealthy would carry the economy, but the truth is, it's trickle up poverty. You rise together and you fall. So if one doesn't rise, eventually everyone else who's rising is going to stop and fall back down. So I don't care if you think I'm collectivist for that. That just is the truth of how societies work. Nations always work that way. So American Eagle says the consumer is slowing down, issuing weak guidance. So this is, I mean, I always looked at this as more of a, I wouldn't say higher end, but maybe like upper middle class. I could be wrong. I don't know how. I don't know exactly what American Eagle. I used to shop there. I was upper middle class. So I like, but I don't dress. I'm not like upper middle class. Definitely haven't had that type of background, but so yeah, American Eagle though, that's another I cover this at length. Look at it. Let's see what Wall Street says here, right here. Goldman Sachs lowers its S&P 500 target. Of course, they're going to blame tariffs, but they don't want to say the economy's toast no matter what. So, and the Mag 7. Look at that right here, the Mag 7. So, Goldman Sachs, and I saw an article. It was so funny. They literally said Goldman Sachs lowering could mean a bottom. Well, yeah, we'll see. And then let's go to this right here. I saw this. This was fun. Wall Street's souring view on the US stock market isn't just about the economy, it's about AI. And I said on this channel, it's hype, it's not, it's BS, it's not a panacea, it's not it's not going to turn the economy around. So they should have been listening to this channel. So right here, but it also contains almost all the same characters. Megas market disruption, Monday's market route, Nvidia, Tesla, Alphabet, which is Google, Amazon, Meta, Apple, Microsoft. So as you can see, the economy, a lot of these businesses, which are the economy, are struggling. They're hurting. And speaking of just getting massacred and taken to the woodshed, we'll go into the averages, but look at Tesla. Talk about Elon Musk likes to carry a chainsaw. Someone's taking a chainsaw to Tesla stock. Like I swear that Elon Musk, when he has that chainsaw, he must have hit some Tesla stock on the way. That is, look at that, 40% year to date. And look at that, it's 42%, but look for 1 year, but now a lot of that was the Trump bump. 6 month, it's 4.5%, 1 month, 32. So, but let's go to the actual averages. Dow Jones down over 500 points. That's 1.3%. Their stock continues on a 5 day, 4.3, 1 month, 8.72, 6 months, 1.4. Year to date, 4%. Just look at that. It's only up 4.5% on a 1 year. Still up 76%, but look at that little. Uh let's go to the S&P. It's down 1.39%. Now this is what I would say. If you look at, well, I don't want to do max. If you look at the 5 years, this is when probably the biggest one, 2,500, and this is around 2020. And it's basically almost doubled and tripled. The top was around 6,000. So that's quite a move from going to S&P at 2,500 to almost 6,000. So that's a long, look at that, 103%. But it's come really down and 540 or 5, but this stock, it's very possible it could be over. But it could be like this, was at 4.8 and then it really went down to 3.7. This was in 2022, I believe. Yeah, 2022 it started out. And it's possible it's like this. And it's just like this. And then next year, with all that monetary stimulus coming in, so this could be 2022, and then that monetary stimulus blows off. So don't don't write that out, but look at this. This is not nearly like this. I'm not a technical analyst, but the star of today, let's look at the star. Gold. I'm doing GLD because look at that. 1.7 up big league. Let's just go look at the actual, see where it is. Let's see if it hit that 3,000 or almost 3,100 target. Right now, 2,986, almost to 3,000. Maybe tomorrow is lucky 3K. So let's see. Gold, I mean, it should come back some, but yeah, so it's up 1.78 on 1 day, 2.24% on a 5 day, 1.78 on a month. It's got to be more than that. Look at that, 15% on a 6 month, year to date 13, 1 year 36%. Wow, that is. I'm actually just gonna go look at the Yahoo Finance. Let's just look at gold right now. This might have better. I just don't like GLD. And when I say gold, I mean silver too. But let's look at 1 day 2.5 day 2.78, 1 month 3.05, 6 month. Oh, this is 15% year to date, 37% on a 1 year. Wow. 2,200. And I told you, so 3,100. Probably gonna sell soon. A little bit, not all that much, but I might pay off some of my loans soon. Breaks 3,000. Obviously, GDX. My portfolio's done really well. I hope your all's is the same. GDX. Let's look at my look at that. Right, that's sort of nah, it's not quite a cup, but wow, is it? Look at that. It's in 2020. That was at 42. Now it's at 43. This looks like it's gonna break out. It's eclipsed the 2020 high. It's above the 2020 high. It's above the 2022 high. Above the 2021 high. 1014. It's retesting that. So if you look at it, just test, almost test, test, test. I would love to see a pullback here and then just make a bolt like a cup and handle. I don't know if that is. I'm not a technician, as I say. But 5 year chart. Just looking at it here, this is all. This is 60, 61. This is where I expect maybe a top. So if you look at it, broke down, broke. This is all. Yeah, it looks like it wants to. It's breaking out here, so we'll see. So GDX, it's good Huey. And this is more where I'm thinking about as a top. Look at that. 50, so around 500 right here. 526. Gold has really gone up. It's really just gone gangbusters. Huey, 1 day it's at 2.9, or 1 day at 2.97, 5% on a 5 day, 8.89 on 1 month, 6 month 3.4. But look at that, year to date, 24%. So yeah, gold's looking very good with all that's going on. I think the next upswing and the final is when they have that massive stimulus. And I still think that's coming, but the stock market's not looking good. And I was actually reading somewhere where someone thinks that they want a recession on purpose so they can do QE and they can drop interest rates drastically and refinance the US government debt. So who knows? Maybe that's what's happening. But if you look at this, gold, today's the day the Goldbugs get the laugh. You know, gold, this is the days we've all been waiting for. And it's a nice day. Been waiting for it for a long time. Goldbugs have been laughed at, ridiculed, and berated. Well, we get the laugh today. So anyway, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. Just remember the disclaimer, not financial advice. I will see you next video.